Hey, if you're thinking about selling your home, you probably assume that every real estate agent markets homes the same way. But the truth is they do not. And the differences in marketing can literally mean tens of thousands of dollars in your final sale price. So today I want to walk you through what I call the foundational marketing pieces we use when selling a home. These are core marketing layers that attract buyers, create demand, and ultimately help drive the highest possible offers. Now, a quick heads up, today at the end of the video, I'm also going to explain why specific marketing tools have actually helped us trigger bidding wars on our properties. And it's sometimes most sellers don't even realize what is happening behind the scenes. So I want to share that with you at the end of the video. All right, let's start with what I call the front door of our marketing, and that is the photos. Every buyer today starts their home search online, and when they open up a listing, the very first thing they see is the photos. So before they read the description, before they watch a video, before they schedule a showing, they look at the photos. So if the photos aren't great, many buyers will simply scroll past the listing, right? They never even see the house. That is why this is not the place for an agent to cut corners. A good agent needs a high quality, professional real estate photography company. For our listings, we partner locally with 8710 Photography. They photograph our homes using seasoned professional photographers, and they shoot everything using HDR bracketed photography. Now, this is the part that gets a little technical, but I like to really explain it because it's interesting. Instead of taking just one photo, the photographer takes 3 exposures. So one is an overexposed photo, one is a normal exposure, and one is an underexposure. The camera does not move, it shoots 3 of those photos. And then they take those 3 photos and we blend it into one photo. And what that does is create a photo with incredible clarity, balanced lighting, and much more natural feel. But here's the really important part. It allows us to capture the view through the windows. And this matters more than most people realize. Because if the home has a beautiful backyard, a lake view, a patio, or mature trees, or whatever it might be, we want buyers to see that immediately. I could write up the best description in the world about the backyard view, but if the photo doesn't show it, most buyers will never even read it. But when the buyer sees it in the photo, they immediately start imagining themselves living there. That is what great photography does. Now, if the backyard view isn't necessarily amazing, a good photographer, like the ones we work with, will carefully compose the photo to highlight the home in its best way possible, right? So a quick tip about seasonal photos. Here's another question we get from sellers a lot. They'll say, well, we have a beautiful summer photo, but we're listing in the winter. And those photos can definitely be helpful, but what we usually like to put in place, those photos, is towards the back of the listing, because we want our images to be in season. So our lead images will always match in season to the market that they're being sold in. Because when buyers are browsing the listings, they want to see something that feels current and fresh. Summer photos in the middle of winter can sometimes feel a little disconnected. The second foundational piece of our marketing is something that has become incredibly important, and that is a full interactive 3D tour of the home. This allows buyers to walk through the property virtually, room by room, hallway by hallway, as if they're standing there. And this does something very powerful. It expands the buyer pool. Real estate ultimately comes down to supply and demand. If we increase demand, we increase the chances of stronger offers. Let me give you a real example. We had a listing that had just come on the market. A couple of days later, we received a good offer. And about an hour after that, I got a call from a couple in Texas. They said, hey, we just saw your new listing and we'd like to fly up and take a look. Now the challenge was we already had a strong offer and we couldn't wait several days for someone to travel. So I explained the situation. I told them, you're welcome to come up, but we already have an offer and the home may sell before you get here. They said, okay, let us talk it over. So about 20 minutes later, they called me back and they said something interesting. They said, you know, we've been through all the photos and we've walked through your interactive tour of the home and we feel comfortable making an offer. They made an offer without ever stepping inside the home. Now we suddenly had multiple offers, which turned the situation into a bidding scenario. And in that case, the buyers from Texas, they actually won the house and they had the highest offer. What was interesting about that story is it actually happened before COVID. Since then, sight unseen offers have become much more common. Now, they don't always win, but when they do participate, they increase competition, and the competition is what drives the price. And now there's another benefit of the interactive tours that many sellers don't realize. A buyer may really actually tour the home in person, right? And get really excited, but later that evening, they start wondering, wait, how did that hallway connect? Where was the bedroom again? How did the kitchen flow into the living room? So what do, right? They go back and visit our virtual tour again. That second visit helps confirm their emotional excitement. Now, you have a buyer who is emotionally excited and logically confident. And that combination, I'm telling you, often produces the strongest offers. Those are the buyers you want. So another layer that we include in our marketing is an interactive floor plan. That's like a black and white floor plan where they can interact it and see the views of the room. And it helps them better understand the layout, how the rooms flow, and again, it builds that confidence and for buyers to really write a stronger offer. So additional media that we'll use, it really depends upon the property. We may also add like drone photography if the property warrants it. This really helps the buyers understand the lot, the surrounding areas, and really the neighborhood. This is especially helpful for those homes with larger lots, right? Water views or unique settings. Another thing we sometimes do is sunset photography. This can be something that we don't do for every listing, but if the house warrants it, we will. If it has large windows, right, really good curb appeal, bringing in those sunset photos can be very powerful. They tend to draw people in when they're scrolling the listings. And anything that makes the buyers pause and click is helpful. Another marketing tool we sometimes create is a personal walkthrough video tour. These can be great and they do help market the home, but if I'm being really honest, they often help in another way too. They allow me or the other agent to showcase the property to my network, my people, my local sphere on social media, and it helps show people that we're actively selling homes in the community. And it helps reinforce that we're the people to call when you're thinking about selling. Now, while those videos can help, the media that typically reaches the largest number of buyers are still the core pieces. Photos, interactive tours, and floor plans. Those are really the foundation of our marketing. Now, the next step is how our marketing is launched. And that's something that's really, really important. All of that media is really just the step one. Step two is how we launch the marketing to the market. And the way a listing is rolled out can dramatically affect how many buyers see it. But that's actually a topic for another video. If you're in Minnesota and you're thinking about selling, I'd be happy to meet with you for an in-person seller consultation. We'll walk through your home, we'll create a strategy to help maximize your bottom line. And if you're outside of Minnesota, feel free to reach out as well. As I've been in real estate for over 20 years, and through my national network, I know excellent agents all across the country. I'm always happy to connect you with someone who operates with a similar approach. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe. My goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers, and every subscription helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.